I think it's apple harvest season, Mark.
Certainly is.
Ooh, those are so cute, look. Oh, how do we do that though? And look at this. Anybody think of a good use for this? Apple skins? Let me know. So what we're going to do, we take an apple. I've got this little machine that slices, cores, and also skins your apples. I suppose you could do potatoes and stuff as well, but they're not as even, so it might not work as well. Anyway, if you wanted a core, you have to turn this little device and put it up here, because that then cores your apple as it's going, and it also spiralizes it, but I'm not doing that today, so that's just out of the way. So I pull this back to there, take my apple, and I find it for some reason better if you spike it onto the end where the stalk is, and then you can release this little lever to get it closer, or you can simply turn it until you get all the way up to the blade, because this is your blade for peeling. And look at that. So last week I did this. Isn't that brilliant? One huge piece. I did this last week manually with a potato peeler, and I managed to potato peel my fingers and everything. But now with these, I wanted to get a vintage one, but I didn't have time to order one. Look at that beautiful apple, ready for Mark to come along. And Mark, look here, we have a corer, and it will cut it into nice little segments, and they are going to go into the pot. I will add butter, sugar, nutmeg, cinnamon. That's probably all I'll add. Last time I added a pinch of salt just to, I don't know, it does something to the apples. Anyway, and that's going to be apple pie filling. And if you look over there, I have made apple pie filling last week, and this is the next batch. Oh, and as you go past, please admire Mark's kitka or challah bread. Such an amazing baker, my hubby. So there you go. Shall we do another one? We're going to poke our apple onto the end, spiral, turn it down, or just bring it across. Now, if you're worried that it's got a little bit of skin on the one end, you can cut that off if you want, but I'm not too worried if I've got a little bit of that in my apple pie. So, absolutely remarkable. Just going to have a look. This one has got a little bit of a bad spot on it, so I'm still going to peel it, and then hubby over here will make sure to take out any bad bits before it goes in. So there you go, apple pie preparation. So have a lovely day, everybody. Bye-bye. Goodness me, I couldn't have chosen a worse day to try and get some pictures of my espalier trees, could I? Anyway, if we start over the back over there, we've got cherries, we've got plums around there, more plums. 2 pear trees, a magnificent fig tree. Okay, I'm going to keep moving a little bit this way. Sunset apples, Panova. No, 2 sunset apples, 1 Panova, 1 very dead peach, nectarine, and a cherry. Then if we carry on round, ignore the chicken house, we have another cherry tree, also looking a little bit bedraggled. A beautiful apple tree. We have no idea what it is because the tag said it was a golden delicious, and it 100% is not. That one is the latest picking. That one will be nice because it'll need at least another month as well. Then we've got some grapes, and over here we've got some pots as well. These are plums, apples, Forget the roses and all of that. Some more grapes, some more grapes, some more grapes. Oh, and of course, I've got an apple tree here as well. Then there's one on the side of the house and 4 on the front of the house as well. Don't know if I can zoom in at all. You'll just be able to see a couple of pears on the pear trees because they take a little longer. So this is where the harvest from a fairly small garden comes from, and it's absolutely remarkable how much fruit we get from these trees, especially those panovas. They are so prolific, but these ones are delicious. So far though, my favorite apple is the one in the front, which is orange pippin. Did I say that was something else? It's a sunset. Well, if I said something different, those are sunsets. That's a panova at the bottom, and this one is a panova. But this fig tree is phenomenal. And if you want fruit that don't have much space, 100% espalier or espalier trees are the best. They take a bit of work to get going, but honestly, they're worth it in the long run. So there you go. That's where the fruit and all those apples that I'm processing at the moment come from. In addition to what you saw us doing last night, we also prepped the rest of the apples just into quarters, just cleaning them, no coring, no de-stemming, nothing. This is what's remaining from the steaming. So I've got a fruit steamer, which is remarkable. I believe I've done a video on it before. I use the steamer for all sorts. I use it for steaming fruit to juice. I use it for canning or for bottling jars, for processing them as a steam processor. And I also use it to steam my wax, my beeswax from the apiary. And the pulp that's left over from the juice steaming, I can still process again. And I put them in here, and using my pestle and mortars, the mortar part of it? No, the pestle part of it. I've got myself totally confused now. I have no idea. One part. I have got an enormous bowl of apple puree. Oh, literally, that's the little bit that's left over at the end, which will go on the compost heap. I wish I still had chickens. They would be in seventh heaven around about now. And this is the juice. So this is some of the juice that was made using the fruit steamer. This is apple juice. The rest of it is a huge pot. I think this must be at least 3 liters of apple juice with a little bit of my blackcurrant cordial in it to give it a nice color and a bit of extra flavor. I've added a tiny bit, probably less than half a spoon of nutmeg and cinnamon together, and about 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. And that is now processing into apple jelly or clear apple jam. Exciting stuff. Lots of processing going on. And from last night's work, I've got all of these beautiful bottles of apple pie filling. Oh my goodness. See lots of apple pies in my future.